Ladies and gentlemen, Imus in the morning.
Trying to talk to Bigfoot, trying to talk to Bernie, and I can't talk to anybody.
What's the deal?
Now let's talk to you then. So anyway, Tamara Holder is coming up. We're going to talk to her. She's a Fox News contributor, an attorney, and I'm not sure what else. How did we get here, Bernie? So somebody she came recommended, obviously.
Yes, she's very good, very colorful, animated, opinionated, smart, legal chick.
Oh, okay. Is that from did the recommendation come from you and Julie, or?
Yeah.
Okay, so because sometimes like Cavuto will say somebody's good, or although Cavuto tries to hog all the good guests himself. So that's what we discovered. Imogene Weber, she'll be on tomorrow with you, Bernie
Yeah.
and Imogene and
Right.
Bernie. Blonde Blonde coming up this morning. Deodramus, Lee Swiel.
The sun. What did her daddy do? What did he put you through? They say when Jamie was arrested, they found him underneath the tree. But man, he had it coming. Now that Jamie's got a gun, she ain't never gonna be the same.
Tamara Holder is one of the nation's rising attorneys, legal analytical stars. She's a Fox News contributor, and she joins us now. Good morning, Miss Holder.
Thanks for having me.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm happy to be up so early in the morning.
So I'm looking at your bio here, and your name is spelled because I was mispronouncing your name, but it's spelled Tamara. So wouldn't you think it'd be Tamara? Tamara?
Well, my mom says that the proper way is definitely Tamara, but it was too pretentious sounding.
All right.
So it's Tamara. But a lot of people say Tamara, which is terrible. It's brutal.
I apologize for that, and then she comes in and she's got on a pair of cowboy boots, actually pretty good looking boots, and she says her uncle is
Paul Bond.
a famous bootmaker, and I thought he was in Texas, and he's in Nogales, Arizona, where a lot of bootmakers are, and he still makes boots, right?
Yeah, he's like 95, 97 years old, still making boots.
But he's a famous bootmaker, as you obviously are aware.
Oh, yeah, he's actually in the Pro Rodeo Hall of Fame.
Oh, I bet he
A
is.
trick pony rider. So he
Really?
used to do like acrobatics and jumps and things on whatever you do on a pony. I don't know.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in southeastern Colorado, in La Junta.
What's going on? What'd you do there? What'd your dad do?
Onion farming.
Onion farming?
Onion farming.
Okay, so you ride a horse now? You do?
I did during camp a few times. But
Oh, but like they lead you around on a pony and stuff?
No, it was like kind of a big deal. We'd camp around and feel really Colorado-ish.
Oh. Did your uncle give you those boots?
Yes, they were a gift.
I wonder if your uncle knows the old cowboy, me, has cancer and would like a pair of boots. So,
I think he should arrange a pair for you.
I wear stallion boots, and then I grew up in and sometimes Justin boots and Lucchese, and I understand that. We're going to
There's
get
nothing better than a pair of Paul Bond boots.
No, I hear you. So how'd you wind up at Fox? I mean, being a contributor at Fox.
It's a long story. I did some work with Reverend Jesse Jackson
Oh, okay.
right out of law school.
He's on our show all the time,
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
He
a
comes
good
on, he
man.
rhymes the news for us.
I know, he's so poetic. It's
Yeah.
just like whenever I ask him for advice, the things that he says to me are just like,
And you're a lawyer?
yeah.
Oh, okay. So, Warner was talking about the Barry Bonds trial. What do you make of that? You know about that? You must.
Well, I've been following it, and I was actually engaged to a guy in the NFL at one time in my life, and I see how
Who was it? Anybody we know? or-
No.
Okay.
he's just a backup. No big deal.
What happened to that situation? We don't want to know. Or
Typical, cheating and lying and those things.
why'd you do that? Oh, he was.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
Talking with Tamara
was
Holder in the
the
After Morning
innocent
program.
party.
Okay, talking with Tamara Holder here in the After Morning program, 17 to the hour. Anyway, back to Barry Bonds.
So I think that there's a culture within Major League Sports that the owners, they know about what's going on. They drug these guys up. You look at Brett Favre, who was addicted to Vicodin. You look at the steroids. They are there to make money for their team. And at the end of the day, who goes down but their soldiers? These guys are looking at going to prison and losing everything they've worked for while the team makes off with all the money. I think that that's something that needs to be investigated more than the players themselves. That's what bothers me.
Do you think Warner Wolf took this FBI course to be able interrogation course to be able to tell if people are lying or not? Why? I don't know why he took this. He's not really right, Warner, but he's a great sportscaster. But he thinks Barry Bonds is lying. Just talking about that aspect of the trial. You've had some experience with this. What do you think?
I think that he's lying. You know, he says that he was having flaxseed oil injected into his buttocks. Who does that? Like even if that's legal, it makes.
I do. No, I don't.
Let me see your butt.
No.
No, you
No, you don't want to see it.
please.
So
Look at his face.
you know, he should.
You bald-headed skunk. Leave her alone. This is her first appearance, and let's try to make it go smoothly here. Go ahead, Tamara. I'm sorry you were rudely interrupted by the stooge there.
Well, I think that you have an opportunity to tell the truth to Congress. Should there have been a congressional hearing on these things? I think that that's a little stretch. We have so many other issues. Should Congress investigate sports? I don't think so. However, you are under oath to tell the truth. And if you don't tell the truth, you are going down, period. And that's the situation that he's in. They are going to make him look like a fool. Yeah. And I think he's going to get in trouble for it.
You also, digressing here, you wrote, just changing the subject, brother. You wrote an article about Charlie Sheen, about the viability of his lawsuit. But it appears now he's in discussions to go back to CBS. But tell me your thoughts on that.
Well, when I was in law school, I was an intern at Miramax.
Oh, you were?
And and I was the clerk to the executive vice president of business and legal affairs. So I saw these contracts every single day. That's all we did. I went to an arbitration at the Directors Guild over contract issues. But there are terms in the contract that they can just rescind a contract for no reason, without cause. Forget, the moral behavior clause. They can just say, you know what, we're sick of you. We're sick of your behavior and you're done.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened, but he didn't really realize that was in his contract because he wasn't paying attention.
But there's no way we know. We don't know. We've never seen his contract. So maybe, because I read that because he was doing so well and because they had negotiated and they knew what his lifestyle was,
Right.
that he was particularly careful to avoid those kinds of clauses, like moral clauses, that sort of thing. Although the clause you're talking about could have very easily got by him, but you would think it wouldn't get by the people who represent him, but who knows? So
Who knows? And you're right. They renegotiated his contract while he was facing the felony charges in Vail. So clearly they knew about his behavior. But at what point did it step over the line? Was he coming to the studio high? Was he going into the bathroom and doing lines? Was he, assaulting people on set? Who knows what was going on where they had to say enough is enough?
Well, they had to rearrange the furniture on the set because he was in such bad shape that he would have to, support himself by leaning on a coffee table to get through the scene, So, well, very nice to meet you. And if we want to get Paul Bond boots, you must have a website and all that, right?
I think he's finally had some people come in and help him go along with the times and set up a website.
But
I know he has a Facebook page.
But he still makes boots?
He still makes boots and designs them by hand, hand stitch, everything.
Google this, Charles. See if there's a.
right now.
Well, Tamara, very nice to meet you, and thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
Thanks, and hi to Bernard, wherever he is,
Hey,
hiding.
what up, yo?
Do you know Tamara, Bernie?
I've been on the panel with her in the past.
Oh, that was an unfortunate experience for Tamara.
He and Sean beat me up
Did they?
because I'm the liberal.
All right. Well, thank you very much,
Thanks.
Tamara.
Hardly.